Okay. I don't know what that means. Hmm. Okie dokie. All righty. All right. So today, whoa, what just happened? Okay. All right. So today is question and answer. So if you've got question, hey Joe. um, yeah. So we've got Q&A. Today's Q&A, and um, all right, people are coming. Okay, just a reminder, question and answer. I had it up there and then I don't then I put something else and I don't know how to make it come back. So uh, yeah, so let's see here. What's private chat? Okay, we got a good question here from Judy. I'm not sure if I can post it. I don't know how to post it. I will, okay, I'm gonna read it. Do you agree with the seers that predict money loss loses all value, large-scale food shortages, and coastal areas going under the ocean within 7 years, and that this will happen unless enough people wake up? No fear, just awareness. Okay. Well, for one thing, I don't care how many people wake up, it's happening. Okay. Um, all right. So I'm going to come back to the top part. So money loses all value. There's definitely something happening with the money. Like, let me just check. In 7 years, is this monetary? How we're doing it now is okay. Yeah, it looks like that's going to be all changed when. Yeah, money will lose its value. It will somehow. Like when I'm looking at it, it looks like some kind of different kind of monetary means or different ways to exchange. But the actual money things we're doing now, probably within 7 years, will be definitely different. Large scale food shortages, yes, that's going to be massive, definitely. Um, Coastal areas going under the ocean, no. I mean, you got rising of the oceans, um, which can affect different areas more than different places, but it's not going to cover. You know what I'm saying? It's not going to cover the land, and it's not going to be coming in miles into the land, that kind of stuff. Like Florida, Florida will not be good. So yeah, money, oceans rising will come up. A lot of the places that are right on the ocean, it's not going to be good. There will be water coming in. Okay, and so what she's saying is, and that this will happen unless enough people wake up. It's not about waking up anymore. At this point, it's about exposure of the light and dark. Um, these things are going to happen. It's already in play. It's that whole frequency of the divine plan, and it's unfolding. The co-creation of everyone from way back, from all existence, and there's just certain things that have to take place. Unfortunately, there is going to be a lot of wiping out of humanity. I mean, that's just partly what's happening. Okay. And then any tips how to prepare? Yeah, good luck. Well, so I'll just share something. Way back in the 70s, I was getting information. Actually, back then we were channeling, and my sister and I opened up to like higher level, all this different things, and then we were shown this time period. We were shown all the natural disasters, all earth changes, and we were shown back then in 1976 that we needed to have land, we needed to be off grid, we needed to be able to grow our own food, we needed to be able to be completely self-sufficient and have some kind of community. That's what we were shown. That's what I would tell you to do now. There's a lot of people that are preparing for this, and there's a lot of communities that are out there. There's a lot of conscious communities. There's a lot of people just gathering, even though they may not be conscious, but there are communities that are preparing for what's coming. Okay. All right, now there's another question. I can't post this one either. It says, what does it mean to be grounded? Why is it important? Okay, well, let's address that. That's old paradigm. Okay, so here's what happens. It's not so much you need to be grounded, you need to be in your body. When you're in your body, you're here. Now, when we did grounding, I used to do this as well, send your grounding cord down, anchor to the core of the earth. The problem with that is there's all these frequencies that come into that cording and can actually get into your physical form. Um, And we don't want that. You don't want energy frequencies to get into your body. I've had people come and have to get clearings because they got whacked with dark energies, negative energies, attacks, all kinds of stuff from grounding. Okay. So remember, that's old paradigm. There's a lot of old paradigm stuff now that just simply isn't the truth. And if you really want to be here, it's not so much grounding into the earth, it's be in your physical form, be in your body. Okay. Now I'm gonna check over here. Whoops, hang on. Let me check over here. See that? Okay, hang on. Okay, hang on. Here's one. Okay, declare agreements. How do we do that? How we break? Okay, this is a good one. This is for everyone. Okay, so think about this. You are making agreements before you come into this body. Sometimes you've made agreements several lifetimes ago or a couple lifetimes ago because there's certain people, certain things you want to experience or want to do more together with. Okay, so when we do the agreements and contracts, remember we're not in any kind of physical form. We are in a state of awareness. That means like right now, just be aware of your own awareness. Okay, right now be aware that you can hear my voice and really feel and sense into the awareness that is aware of my voice, that is aware of everything. That awareness is the same awareness that we all are. We are all that awareness. So when we're making agreements and contracts, we're in a state of awareness. Agreements and contracts are made with soul families, different soul peoples, and we're going to recreate and do different things coming into the world. And in order to clear, and like when you feel like oftentimes you have all these experiences and you get a lot of lessons and you've got a lot of inner work, then you want to make sure that you're done with any kind of agreements and contracts. Okay, so basically what I like to do, what I do with people, and I have them walk through it, is just put in your mind's eye, place the white flame in front of you. Okay, the frequency of the white flame, the highest frequency of the white flame, pure, pure, pure energy of light. Okay, then what you're going to do is, like, let's just say it's with a particular person. Maybe I'm just going to say maybe in relationship, you had a tumultuous relationship, you want it to be done, you don't ever want to do this dance again with this person. Then put them on the other side of the white flame. Now, you're going to ask, go direct to the higher levels, super consciousness levels. You can even go direct to your own and just making the statement, the command. I am done. I want to release agreements and contracts for this kind of experience, and label it, name it. What are you experiencing? Trauma, shock, just, whatever. But you want to end that. So then you start releasing and clearing your agreements. You also are having them pull their agreements out of the subconscious as well. You don't have to know exactly what the agreements are. It's really based on what are you experiencing? What is the energy you're experiencing? How does it make you feel? What's the emotion? And then once you start releasing those frequencies, you're pulling them up from the subconscious, you're commanding it, demanding it, asking it, and you can call it up. And sometimes you'll sense it or see it or feel it or just know it. But they can present as like tablets or templates or pieces of paper or frequencies, sound, colors. It could be anything, but you just get them out, and make sure the person that you're ending the agreements and contracts with are also doing the same thing. Okay. Now, if you're dealing with things like dark force stuff, let's just say that in past lives that you have done different things with the powers of darkness, and you've got victims, but you made agreements. Here's the thing: when you call upon the powers of darkness, you are not set free easily. Okay, you need to get that. In fact, you don't get to be set free. You go in, take these oaths, allegiances, promises. You have personal gain from the powers of darkness, and then you change your mind. They don't let go. Okay. So thank goodness that there was a shift that happened. So now we can start to let go. So if you got stuff, if you're being attacked or, you want to call in, often there's many, many frequencies. There's of the powers of darkness. The one that many of us are aware of is what we call Lucifer, Satan, that the devil, Satan. So you can do that with that energy. Now, if you're under attack with evil energy, then you're going to have to go back into past lives, see where you called this in, and how did you create where you're under attack by that energy of evil. Okay, that's a little bit different, a little bit deeper. Sometimes you're going to need help with that one. You won't be able to do it on your own. Okay. Okay, hang on. Is listening to your clearing every night enough to keep you on your hang on. Okay. Is listening to one of your clearings every night enough to keep you in your body? Well, sorry. Not necessarily. Okay. See, here's what's up. Reason you don't stay in your body, the reason you pop out, the reason you've leaned out, the reason you've left your body is because there's uncomfortable emotions, uncomfortable sensations. There's energy stuck in your subconscious that you haven't dealt with that is causing you to be uncomfortable within. When we have all this discomfort, it's easy to lean out, to not be here, to come out of the body. The problem with not staying present and in the body is when you lean out, when you leave, you're opening the door and welcoming in all kinds of discarnates that you don't even know who they are. They don't even know you. Okay. So even things like this, think about this. Have you ever said, I didn't choose to be here. I don't want to be here. Scotty, beam me up, take me out, okay? I don't like it here. I want to leave. I don't want to be in my body. I want to, all those things. You're given the green light for things to come in because you are literally exiting your body, going other places, leaning out. Now you can get knocked out as well. Accidents, things of that nature, shocks can knock you out, attacks can knock you out. So there's lots of things that are going to cause that. So just listening to clearings will, unless we're addressing the cause of what's keeping you from keeping you popping out or keeping you leaving the body. If we're addressing that, then yeah, you're going to come back in, which is very cool. All right. Yeah. Okay. Here's another one. Can we remove curses ourselves? Yeah, you can. All right. But first, okay, to release a curse, basically, you're going to need to find out where is it coming from. Okay. Now, if you've got the abilities, in my program, we teach you how to track your own self, how to do your own healings, how you do your own clearings. Okay. So if you've got the ability to track, like if you know there's a curse, okay, so you're going to track it. You're going to get a sense of where's that curse coming from. It's going to be in past lives, most likely. And so you track it back, find where it's coming from, find the lifetime, and then find who is sending that. What you do is once you find them, you're going to show them that you all made agreements and contracts to have this experience together, to do what I call the soul dance together. Okay. Then you can show them the bigger picture. That means literally seeing life from the perspective of creation itself, where there is no attachment, there is no judgment, there is no good, bad, right, wrong. Everything is perfect and divine. Okay, so once you show that and do the bigger picture, then you can release agreements and contracts. Again, put that white flame in front of you between that being and yourself. Show them. And if they want to, oftentimes when they understand, then they're more willing to, yeah, be done. Let's be done. Release those agreements and contracts. Okay. If you have a situation where someone doesn't want to let go, then you have to show them, come back to where made agreements and contracts, show them in that frequency, past lives where they have been the one to cause harm, or maybe whatever it is they want to punish you for, hurt you for, condemn you for, show them where they too have done that. So it's just, it's kind of like they're humans, they're real people, okay? So you got to use them. Okay, so that you can do it yourself. Okay, all right. Okay, hang on a second. I just want to see what else is here. Some questions and answers. Okay, okay. Huh. Susan Hope, you said it was hard to find me? Huh. Okay, hang on. Here's another one. The fear-based thoughts and old thoughts like used to think and what? Okay, hang on. The fear-based thoughts. I don't know what that means. I don't understand that question. Maybe get more clarity. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna check over here. Yeah, okay. So aside from grounding, it's still good to stand barefoot on the earth. Yes, definitely. Yes, there's a yeah, just don't be sending your ground like, remember in the past we'd grounding. I remember doing it. Tree roots, a shaft, a ray of light, a cord, whatever, going all the way down to the very core of the earth, anchor in, anchor in. It doesn't really keep you in your body. That's the thing. Okay. It's an illusion. You're thinking that's really happening, but you're also like when if you were to see some of the frequencies when you go down into the earth, like I have found pockets of like really dark energies, evil energies. I remember one time in where was it? It'll come to me. Someplace in California, just below Nevada. We were coming there was a hot springs there, and it had been Native American, and there was a major curse happening, so all kinds of it was pulling up all kinds of dark energy. So you send your cording down, you become vulnerable to things that are in the earth itself, and they can come in and attach, like I was saying earlier. Okay, all right, what we got here, what is this? Huh. Okay, so okay, can we not? Okay, hang on. Okay, first time in line. My sister is actively into witchcraft, black magic to block my fine. Yowie. Okay, okay. So what I was saying earlier about agreements and contracts. Okay, okay, let me back up. This is for everyone. Okay, if anybody's attacking you, anyone's wanting to cause you harm, black magic, whatever. Remember, it didn't start in this lifetime. Okay, you have to go back and unravel where it began. This could be going back and forth, for hundreds of lifetime. We don't know, but what you want to do is you got to end it. Okay, so the way to end it is don't bother with this lifetime, go back. Okay, so find out where you've done the back and forth thing, where you've done things to each other. Okay, go back, call in her soul levels, her higher levels or soul levels. Okay, show them that lifetime, show where you made agreements and contracts for this dance, and then now show them the new paradigm. People, this is really vital. The new paradigm is key right now. Okay, so I didn't mention that earlier. So then see, the frequency of the new paradigm has a lot of light. You can't be holding on to the old ways and incarnate into the new paradigm. It does not work. Okay, your frequency has to be at a certain high level vibration. Okay, so you show all that, get her soul levels to agree. Then you release agreements and contracts in that white flame, release, clear all that stuff. And what'll happen is you'll know you've cleared it when you think about your sister and you think about doing the black magic blocking you, okay, and you're feeling trapped, those feelings won't be there anymore when it's cleared, okay? And the cool thing is she won't really know what's happening. She'll just have a desire, or pretty soon the feeling or desire won't be there to do that to you anymore. That's what happens. That's the beauty of clearings. You clear stuff and then people just fall away or turn focus somewhere else, or they change their behaviors. It's just like magic. It's awesome. Okay, all right. So yeah, you're not going to be able to shoot, because this, remember this, people, you've made agreements. You may not but you have made agreements. Okay, it's all about the soul evolving. It's about the soul waking up. It's about the soul knowing all facets of creation, the good, the bad, the ugly, the intense, the painful, all of it, all levels is what we're all doing. And as we keep expanding in awareness, then more of our own inner light begins to shine. Our connection with our true self gets stronger and stronger, and pretty soon our lives aren't about worrying about what people are thinking. It's not about hurting people. It's not about jealousy and envy, or all the different games people play. It's about being present and sharing the gift of you, heart open, who you really are. Okay, that's what we're all doing. And that's the journey back into oneness. And so that's what we're all doing. But we've all agreed to have different experiences. We've agreed to hold polarities for each other, to do hurtful, harmful atrocities, and to be the victim of all of that. It's just that dance. Well, that dance is coming to an end. The new paradigm is shining a frequency where you can't do that dance anymore. We can no longer be torturing people, hurting people, victimizing people, and think we're going to incarnate into the new paradigm. It's not happening. Okay. I was shown this back in 1987 when I was teaching psychic classes in California. I was shown the whole new paradigm that was coming. I was shown how the frequencies, how you have to be at a certain level in order to incarnate. So this is partly why do your inner work, clean up all your blackness, meaning all your negativity, all the atrocities and hurtful things you've done. Open that heart up and let's move on to the new paradigm. Okay, let's do it together. All right, hang on. Okay, let's see here. Okay, Susan, hang on a second. Let me just post. Okay, okay, hang on. This is Susan. Hey, Susan. Okay, how would you describe the feeling of I don't know? Is this a frozen state where you can't identify an emotion? Okay, okay. So some people are disconnected from the traumas or the emotional pain, and that feeling I don't know, that's because you don't know. That's because you're not feeling it. That because you're not able to come in and drop in to the frequency that's in the emotional body. So there is frozen energy. This is not true for everyone, people, okay? This is true for people that had a lot of shock. Like Susan, you've had a lot of shock. We've talked about it. That shock, remember shock and trauma, there are certain frequencies, but shock can be, it can freeze the energy. And if the energy gets frozen, then you can't penetrate it with your conscious mind. It's a surrender, but sometimes there's, it takes different experiences or different traumas to activate so where it starts to crack so that you can start to drop in and start to feel. Okay, so the I don't know doesn't mean that you are in a state of not like not attachment. It's more like you can't find what those energies are. You can't find the frequencies. You can't find them, and that's what you've been running with for most of your life, Susan. um so hopefully when you come for the core emotional clearing workshop, we'll crack through some of this. I know we will. Alrighty. Okay, portals. Okay, hang on, here's another one. Portals. Okay, not it's called portal. Okay, so portal, people, it's crazy, but you actually, a lot of people they've created portals. You've created black holes, you've created wormholes, you've created a void. Okay, so portals, most portals are going to take us into other time and space. For example, there's some of these creature things, they look almost like an octopus. I see them a lot in people. Most of the time when I find them, I'm going to go, you want to go back to your own time and space, you want to go into the light. Most of them, they want to go back home. So there's a portal. Okay, now there's different, like sometimes these portals look like stargates, sometimes they are like veils, and we can open the veil, pierce the veil and open the veil. Sometimes the stargates, we have to open them almost like a camera lens, how it opens and closes. Okay, there's many different types of portals, and they're everywhere. They can be in your yard, they can be in the earth, they can be in your body, they can be anywhere, they can be way the heck out in the universe and galaxies and time and space. It can be anywhere. So the portals are accessible. Like for example, when we want to go through, sometimes going through time and space, like let's just say I want to go to an alternate reality that's not in our universe. Okay, I can go through a portal and be right there. Okay, going to find, it's just that frequency of knowing where I want to go, and then finding that frequency, the portal that's going to take me to that energy. So we have the ability to to find portals, to sense portals, and to go through portals, open portals and close portals. Okay, so a lot of negative energy, dark energies will open up portals. They come through portals and they close the portals. That's why things get stuck in our dimension. I remember one time, this is way back in like 2011, somewhere 12, 13, somewhere in there. And it was the first time I saw this frequency of like the evil, like I've never seen in my life ever. But what happened is somehow it came through some kind of portal. Okay. So it doesn't belong here. It should not be in our energy, in our universe, but it's here. And it's not cool, not good. All right. Okay, hang on. Let me just see if there's any more questions. Whoops. Okay, alrighty. So I'm just going to remind everyone in the half an hour from now, I've got the clearing. What is it? What is today's clearing? It's a good one. Oh, it's caretaking, clearing your caretaking, taking care of others, trapped and codependent. Hang on, energy. Yeah, behavior, trapped and codependent behavior. All right. So that's coming up in about a half an hour. Most everyone has it. Okay, hang on. There's a new comment. Oh, codependent. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, girl. All right. Yeah, you're welcome, Nancy. Yeah, I mean, it's cool. It's fun. I like it. Okay, so we got a couple more minutes. Any other, let me make sure I didn't miss any questions. Everybody thought, no, like, okay. Okay, fear. Okay, so the fear. I'm not sure if you're meaning fear. I was wondering if you can see what is creating all this fear. Well, people, we're hitting life, death, survival. That's what's up. Okay, everything is coming to the surface. And remember, we're in this time period. This time period is all about exposing the light and the dark, all exposing. Okay, so in some ways, like for example, when we look at, remember how ex-President Trump gave the go-ahead in some ways to expose and reveal people's prejudices and their hatred and their, all that really white supremacies and all of that. So this stuff has to come to the surface in order for the new paradigm to really shine and open the frequencies. So all the blackness, which is prejudice, hatred, revenge, anything of negativity, anything of darkness, all of that has to be exposed, revealed. What is it called? Human slavery, human trafficking, all this stuff that's happening, it's all coming to the surface, and it has to, because once it comes to the surface, it gets exposed, and then in that revealing, then the energy starts to shift and change. Okay, so literally all darkness is being pulled up, and it's going to get even uglier before it gets lighter. And keep your heart open. Remember what's happening. Stay here, stay present, stay conscious. When your emotional energy comes up, face it, go through it. And I promise you, your heart will open and you won't have the same kind of reactions when you hear all the atrocities. Okay, just so just so you kind of get where I'm coming from. In my world, in my life, this is many years ago when I was younger, I couldn't even handle, we'd be driving down the road and there'd be a little squirrel that got killed. I'm like devastated. Oh, the poor little guy, did he suffer? And I was like, it was so intense. And then I got rid of TV because I couldn't handle watching the whales that were being harmed. So my TV was gone out of my house when my son was like 2 years old. They grew up with no TV. That isn't the same anymore, people. I don't have that anymore because it was my wounding. It was my pain. It was mine. Okay. So I see things and it triggered my pain. When my pain got cleared, having those same kind of it's not the same. I don't have those anymore. Okay. Doesn't mean I don't have compassion, understanding. I can actually be more present, more heart open, more caring and loving, but I don't have to be whipped around by all my emotions. Thank goodness. All right, everyone. I'm gonna have to get ready for the group clearing coming up in a half an hour. Hopefully I'll see some of you there. It's that caretaking behavior. Okay, thanks for showing up. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you next time.